Taylor?
You're on.
Oh, good morning everybody, boys and girls who are watching at home. We are going to read you a story this week that we're learning at in nursery, and you can learn about it at home as well. It's on your planning for this week. So our story this week is called What the Ladybird Heard at the Seaside by Julia Donaldson. She's our author. Now you might have remembered the character from this story. There's been another story called What the Ladybird Heard. Can you remember who was in that story? We had the ladybird, and there were Lanky Len and Hefty Hugh who were trying to steal the fine prize cow. I wonder if they'll be in this book today. We'll have to see, won't we? Let's have a look. What the Ladybird Heard at the Seaside. One July, when the sun was high, the ladybird took to the clear blue sky. She spread her wings in the summer breeze and flew over farms and fields and trees. She flew and she flew as fast as could be, till at last she came to the deep salt sea. And you can see they've got the sea and the sand and the lighthouse. They're at the seaside again. And the sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked. The mermaid sang and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap, the shark went gnash. The whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. The dogfish barked and the catfish purred, but the ladybird said never a word. But the ladybird saw and the ladybird heard. Just like the story that we read before. It's the same kind of pattern in it. I wonder who she saw. Can you see? I'll put a bit closer. Can you see what the new characters are? It looks like it might be Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len. She saw two men in a camper van with swimming trunks and a cunning plan. They were Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, up to their wicked ways again. Said Lanky Len to Hefty Hugh, I tell you what we're gonna do. We'll lie in wait till it's 12 o'clock. Then we'll swim out to the mermaid's rock. The mermaid's hair is very long. She combs it while she sings a song. But when it's night and she's fast asleep, then tiptoe on to her rock we'll creep. And snip, 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 we'll cut her hair, so very long and fair. It's not very nice, is it, boys and girls? Said Hefty Hugh to Lanky Len, we'll make a lovely wig and then we'll sell it to a famous star. Oh, what brilliant brainy blokes we are. The mermaid's hair will soon grow back, enough to fill another sack. We'll keep on doing it forever. Oh, we've really hit onto something clever. So they're going to steal the mermaid's hair. I wonder if they'll get away with it. The little spotty ladybird, who hardly ever spoke a word, told the animals what she'd heard. Then the sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked. The mermaid wailed and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap and the shark went gnash. The whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. And the fish declared, that wicked pair, we can't let them steal the mermaid's hair. But the ladybird had a good idea, and she whispered it into every ear. So she's coming up with a plan, just like in the old story. Can we see? Look, we've got a seal with some very funny looking hair. I wonder what they're going to do. Then the seagull gave a joyful shriek, and he fetched some seaweed in his beak. As the sky was turning red, he dropped it onto Sea Lion's head. Then, as the sky was turning black, the sea lion climbed on the whale's humped back. The clock struck 12 and the two bad men, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, flip-flapped down the salty sea. It was cold and dark, but they laughed with glee. Ha 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 ha. Then the whale began to sing a song. That's her, said Hugh. We can't go wrong. They swam towards the tuneful sound. She's still awake, said Len, Then he frowned. The singing stopped. They took a peep. Said Hugh, I think she's gone to sleep. And up they climbed with their big brown sack onto the whale's enormous back. And snip, 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 they started snipping. This hair, said Hugh, it's damp and dripping. Is it really the mermaid's hair, or have they tricked them? What's more, said Len, it's awfully tough. Our scissors can't be sharp enough. And then, help, cried Hugh. This rock is heaving. I think we'd better both be leaving. But Len replied, just one more snip. But then the whale's grey tail gave a great big blip. So it wasn't the rock after all they were on. It was the whale. The thieves fell into the water splosh. And Hugh said golly. And Len said gosh. Then ouch, cried Hugh. And Len yelled no, as the shark bit a flipper and the crab pinched a toe. They swam for their lives and then they ran all the way back to their camper van. Phew, said Hugh, we've had a scare, but at least we've got mermaid's hair. They opened up the sack and then... It's full of seaweed, shouted Len. And tricked again, said the two bad men. So they were tricked in the end. Then the sea lion roared and the seagull shrieked, the mermaid sang and the dolphin squeaked. The crab went snap and the shark went gnash, and the whale's grey tail made a mighty splash. The dogfish barked and the catfish purred, but the ladybird said never a word. The end. I enjoyed that story and I hope you enjoyed it at home. I want you to think today what your favourite part of that story was, and maybe you could tell your grown-up what you liked. There are some more activities on the plan as well that are linked to our story, so I hope you have lots of fun with that this week. Bye!